Welcome back to another episode of Love Coffee with LL. Hey, check this out. I appreciate you all for just rocking with me, man. Like, it was really humbling to get the feedback. I appreciate the subscriptions. I appreciate the texts and the emails. Let's get into it. I got the espresso blend ready to go. I have the beans ready to go. We're gonna grind them and we can rock. Let's roll. Appreciate y'all. Today is we got to review this dope bag of coffee I got from Black Coffee in Cincinnati. Of course, I took the drive down there. I just had to check it out. Of course, COVID kind of shut it down a little bit, so I couldn't go in and get the vibe that they normally have. But I was able to go in with my mask on and, get a dope bag of coffee and a great cup of coffee too. So we're gonna talk about that. I'm gonna pour it over. We're gonna walk through some, little small steps. Aside from that, I want to do something for the coffee drinkers who may not have a pour over glass or a French press or espresso machine at home. So we're gonna make a vanilla latte today, and we're gonna just talk about the beans. The water, just little small stuff, man, just to make, kind of enhance your cup of coffee. And then you can say, yo, LL made me do it. So let's get into it. I got the espresso blend ready to go. I have the beans ready to go. We're going to grind them and we can rock. Let's roll. Appreciate y'all. I have this Procter & Silex grinder. It's a small joint, nothing really, crazy, probably 10, 20 bucks. Not crazy. I think that if you buy your coffee in whole bean, you tend to keep your coffee around longer. So with the pour over, what I'm gonna do today, you actually only make it by the cup. So instead of just brewing a whole pot of coffee, you can just brew what you need, or you can just make what you need. So it's a little tedious, but it's no big deal. So again, fresh beans here, love it. I mean, the notes on here is it's a dried apricot, roasted almonds and grapefruit. Kind of mid-level acidity, and then, full body. Listen, if you could smell this bag of coffee, I'm telling you, it's dope. It's definitely kind of gross. I put my mouth all over it, but it's no big deal. Let's get into this. I'm filling this thing up for the pour over. It should be enough. Drop this in here. So what I'm looking for is a certain type of grind. Obviously, whole bag to this grind right here. And this is perfect for a pour over. So this is what I go for. I stand to be corrected. So, check this out. Get a good shot, screenshot that, and let's go. All right, so you can see I still got the steam going from this boiling. It's been a few seconds fresh off. I'm gonna let it go. Yes, I do have a plate of pancakes right here because you can drink coffee any time of the day, but it's breakfast time and my brother is starving. So make sure you seal your bags back tight whenever you are going through your beans, or you don't want them to go bad. You do not want to waste a good bag of coffee because you left the bag unsealed. So again, on this particular pour over, you want to go with 3 scoops. 3 scoops, right? So 1, 2, 2, and then that's my 3rd scoop. You know what? I like mine a little stronger. I'm gonna go with 4 scoops. Just because, why not? So I'm going 4 scoops. I have it set in there. I have some leftover beans, of course. I grinded too many beans. But what I'll do is I will put it back in the grinder for right now. And then I just jar mine. I have some mason jars, and I'll just, write, whether dark roast, light roast, medium roast, or you can write where it's from. Like I have a Costa Rica glass, or, whatever you have. But however you split your coffee up, when you start splitting your coffee up and you expand your coffee a little bit, then you can just start storing away your extra beans. So I give it a little shake here, kind of level it out a little bit, and then you start to pour. It's all about this wrist action. So you get a little bit, it's when it start coming a little easy pour there. Sorry, trying to do 2 things at once. And this is usually about a 4-minute process. You all are not gonna watch me do this for 4 minutes. But it's all about this circular wrist motion, and I'll just let this drip for a minute. It's pretty cool. Actually, I'll take this off so you can actually see it. That is for you not to burn your hands. So listen, if you're doing this at home, do not take for granted how hot that glass can get. So it's piping hot, but it's called a pour over and it slow drips. So while we're waiting on that, I'll put this to the side and I'll let it sit for a second and I will start working on this latte. So I have about 8 ounces, or no, let me lie, I'm lying. I have about 6 ounces of vanilla. I'm telling you all, it smells, it's not the pancakes, I promise. This coffee smells so good. Depending on the coffee, you can smell this throughout the entire house. It is, I mean, that stuff is crazy. Let's get into this latte. So you up in the morning, you got your beans brewed. What I have here is just an espresso bean that's already, I just grinded it and I just, actually it was already grinded. So let me go back. I have some espresso beans already grinded for me. So I can brew that in the coffee pot. So this is about standard what you have at home. I have here about 7 ounces of French vanilla creamer. So you can either go this route or go milk. With that, I'm gonna do creamer, of course. And then I'm gonna do about a tablespoon of sugar. I'm gonna get in here with this sugar real quick. Stir it up in this creamer. This is for my coffee drinkers who like a sweet cup of coffee. I am not mad. I just drink coffee so much that if I drink coffee with creamer like this, I will be 285 pounds. You have to do this how you like it. So everybody's measurements don't match up, but that there. Get some more of a stir. I got no sugar in there. Kind of a mocha color. And then this is just like Kroger brand vanilla extract. Apparently there's like a shortage on vanilla. There's no telling, it's COVID. People grabbing toilet paper and vanilla, I guess. So about a tablespoon there. That's gonna make it a little darker. Don't add color and flavor. Why vanilla is brown and not white, I have no idea, not my business. But this is a latte here. I'm gonna try it out. It's pretty solid, actually. It's actually really good. It's so good, that's why I don't like drinking drinks like that. I think it's perfect. I actually think that's perfect. I'm not gonna bother it. So you saw what I did there, about 7 ounces of milk / creamer. I would go with the creamer, and then I put about a teaspoon of sugar, just white sugar, and then I went with a teaspoon of vanilla extract. This is actually really good. This is actually the reason why I do not like to drink stuff like that, because that stuff is so good. I could drink probably about 20 cups of that a day. Really good. So again, we're still rocking with this pour over here. With that, it was about 6 or 7 ounces of creamer. We had about a teaspoon of vanilla extract and then a teaspoon of sugar. And this is actually really good. And I just filled the rest up with coffee. So it left a little bit of room. This is about a 16-ounce cup. So this left a little bit of room for you to decide whether or not you need to add some more. It's really good, y'all. It's really good. I'm gonna continue pouring over here. Be careful when you pouring. Isn't that so cool? Letting this go. And this is just about out of water, so which is good. I got about 12 ounces of coffee ready to go for a great cup. And this is a lot. Like, honestly, I'll be honest with you. Some people don't want to do this every day. I don't blame you. I hate cleaning this thing. However, There is a difference in this cup of coffee and a regular cup of coffee. So when you get a chance, or if you got any, if you're still doing holiday parties at work, tell somebody to get you a pour over. That's actually how I got my first pour over. So it's worth the investment. I mean, it's $20, maybe $15, depending on where you get it. Obviously, you can spend more and get a better one, I guess. But for what I have, it doesn't require a filter. You know, I had to get the kettle, the electric kettle. And from there, you know, the rest is magic. So I'm good here. This is done. I'll let this drip for a little bit, about a minute. You can smell that. I mean, you can literally smell everything that the roaster from La Teresa in Cincinnati, who provides the beans for black coffee. You can literally smell everything that they put on this bag. I can smell the almonds. I can smell the grapefruit. I can smell the dried apricot. I don't even know if I'm saying apricot right, but who am I? Yeah, y'all, this is phenomenal. So this is about done. What I normally do is I will come here and I will press this a little bit and see if I get any more coffee out of there. Just because whether or not it's the right thing to do, I don't know. It's just what I do, and it works. You know, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. So that's that. I have this glass that I just told you all not to touch that is piping hot. Y'all, this is the best cup of coffee ever. The crazy thing about pour-overs, they've been making pour-overs since 1908. Like, who in the world? Like, and then you can see this here, smooth. I mean, it's liquid. Gold there. Well, technically. And you get a little bit of Sutton there. Not much, but it's cool. I want the whole cup. So again, this is about a 5-minute process. It's a lot, you know, but for a great cup of coffee, you want to just do something special. You don't want to make a whole pot. It's just you at the crib. This is the way to go. Yo, this is it. Yo, that's it. That's dope. That's dope. That's dope, actually. For the 4th time, that's dope. Yeah. Hey, so that's the pour over. Great cup of coffee. Vanilla latte. Another great cup of coffee. Sweet. Very sweet. But it's really good. So that's your vanilla latte. That's your black pour over from Black Coffee in Cincinnati. I appreciate the hospitality they showed me. They have no idea I was doing a review for them. But I would recommend going there and getting some coffee. I got my espresso beans from Old School Coffee in Lexington. Homework. Go out to some local coffee shops and get some coffee beans. Whole bean. Go out and get you a coffee grinder, right? So you can have that ready to go. And then let's just keep on doing this. So expand your coffee, expand your equipment. We'll keep on rocking with this. I got some special stuff for y'all. Keep on drinking some great coffee. I love that y'all stopped in and hung out with me for a minute. That's all I got for today's episode of Love Coffee with LL. I want you to keep on loving the coffee you're drinking. I want you to go out and get some more coffee so you can love coffee even more. Let's go.